Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again for another process video. Today I'm sharing with you a layout that I used a lot from my Hip Kit, April kit, and then some extra Rise and Shine Amy Tangerine goodies that I purchased on my own as well. So the first thing I did with this sheet of paper is I covered up the paper in a section with clear gesso because I'm going to add some gelatos on there. I wanted to get colors of those gelatos that match the flowers that I cut out, and you can see that one flower sitting there, and it's like pink and orange and yellows. And those flowers, I purchased those from Nicole Noasad's new store. It's just nick.myshopify.com. I'll put a link to it in the comments. But I love these flowers, and I was actually wanting to do a layout with flowers, and the pictures for this layout just really go well with flowers. So, and what you saw me doing there with the flowers, I just misted them a little bit and then used my heat gun, and it just helps make them raise up a little bit, give them a little more definition. So I did that to all three of the flowers. And then I just take my gelatos. I started with a pink, and I'm just smearing them around the page. You know, you've seen many people do this, and I think I was being a little conservative in my approach. I probably could have smeared on a lot more and made it easier on myself, but I didn't because I was just nervous that I might ruin the paper, and even though I had another sheet of the paper, but still, I love this paper and I want to be able to use the other sheet as well. So, you know, I'm just doing a little bit at a time here and there, adding a tiny bit of water with my finger, smearing it, and adding a little bit more, going along. And so I do the pink, and then I'm going to pull out some orange. There I go with the orange. And so I just start smearing the orange on there. And, you know, I'm not trying to make them all blend together because really what's the point, you know, unless you're trying to do a custom color. But I wasn't trying to do that. I was going for more of like a sunny effect because my pictures are taken in Key West when I was out by the pool with my daughter. And it was just a windy day, and she got chilly in the pool, so she came and sat with me in the lawn chair, and I wrapped her up in the towel. So we just took some pictures of ourselves while we were sitting in the lawn chair under an umbrella there. And so they were just, I thought they were perfect for the Rise and Shine collection, and also with this green piece of paper. It's a great contrast to the other papers in the Rise and Shine collection. But the green piece is from Webster's Pages, and that's from their Dream in Color collection. So now I'm taking some yellow gelato and doing the same thing with that, just smearing it around. And in one part on here, you'll see me, I think I add a little bit more orange in one section, and I actually rub through to the core of the paper, and I have to figure out how to cover that up later. It's not that noticeable, or wasn't that noticeable to begin with, but you know how we scrapbookers are and things bother us. So I'm sure it would have bothered me if I knew it was there. So and I could see it. So I just cover that up later, but you'll see that when we get to it. So now I'm laying out my pictures and seeing if everything looks how I want it. And so this is where I rub the hole in the paper, I think. Yep. Excuse me, goodness, I cannot get rid of this coughing. So now I'm just drying my paper, and you'll see me, I'm going to cut down some white cardstock because my paper did get a little warped from using the heat gun so much with the gesso and the gelatos and the water, all of that stuff. So here I go. I'm just cutting off some on each side, because I don't want it to line up exactly to the edge. It's not going to show, so I really don't care if it's even, you know. I just trimmed it down, and then I used my ATG to get adhesive on the whole thing. And then once I do that, I'm literally just going to stick my paper over the front of it, and then I'm going to get it stuck on there, just so it has a little bit of you know, more support on the back of the page, and to keep it from warping so much. So there we go. I get it stuck down, and it worked good, and it did help with the warping. So here I go again, getting my pictures placed where I think I want them. and I'm going to add some ATG on there, and later on you'll see I'll have to go back and add some Scotch Quick Dry under there because it doesn't want to stick well over that gesso and gelatos. So, but it's enough for now to get things going and, you know, let me keep moving on the layout. And my little one, she's a ham with the glasses and stuff. She loves all kinds of accessories, so it's very easy to get her to take pictures with sunglasses and things like that. And so right there I'm using one of those frames from the Rise and Shine collection, and that was in my kit. And I cut out the part where I was going to try and get the frame on top of the picture, which was never going to work. So then I'm like, oh, I'll put the picture on top of the frame. Ta-da! It worked. So that's what I end up doing. So I put some of the Scotch Quick Dry adhesive on there and get the frame stuck down. And then I did put some dimensional adhesive on the back of my photo so that it supports it in the center. And then I just put a little bit more of my Quick Dry adhesive around the frame and then on the inside so that it will stick to that dimensional adhesive as well when it gets stuck down. So I stick that down, and then I'm going to start playing with where I want my flowers on the page. And the third one I was like, well, I don't want it to line up exactly with the top one, so I finally found a spot for it. And I'm using my hot glue gun to stick those down to make sure they're stuck down really good. And just adjusting that one because I wanted the words to be straight that are on the epoxies. Because I used the Rise and Shine epoxy stickers that we got in the kit. I just took 3 of those and just picked ones that I liked. They didn't really have anything to do with the meaning of the layout, but I just picked those and put them in the center of those flowers. So, but I get all of those stuck down with the glue gun where I want them. And then I think I might go to my title next, but I can't remember. Oh, maybe I go to stickers next. I think that's what I do. I think I'm gonna pull out, yep, the Rise and Shine stickers. And those were not in the kit, but I purchased those on my own. And there's a sticker in there that's longer than what I need it to be to cover up that one area, but I end up cutting it in half, and I'm going to use half of it to cover up my little boo-boo there. And that's going to work perfectly. Once I put that sticker on, you can't even barely see it. In fact, if you didn't know it was there, you'd never know. But, I mean, of course, I know it's there, but it's covered up pretty good now. And so I go ahead and use the other half up here, and it helps to kind of balance things out. So I'll fiddle with that just a little bit more. And then I pull out the wood veneers, and the first one says love, and that one I covered in pink gelato, and the other one that says fun, that I'm smearing on right now, it says fun, I believe, and it's in the orange gelato. So I don't even think I had to put any water. I can't remember. I think I just smeared it on there and then used my finger to rub it around some more. And then I added a little bit more on the one that said love, a little more of the pink gelato on there. And then I'm just going to glue both of those down with my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. And I just end up sitting something on both of them so that they dry and are really stuck down. And now I think maybe I move to my title. Yes, there we go. So I used the word thickers that were in the kit, and I chose the Meet Me in the Sunshine. I know, so original, but they were perfect for this layout, so what can I say? I love it when you have these things already made, so you don't have to really think hard for your title. Makes it so much easier. So I move them around a little bit, and before I figure out where exactly I want to put them. eventually I glue them all down with my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive because they were not staying stuck down so good, and usually the foam thickers usually stay down pretty good, but these were not sticking that great, so I did reinforce them with the glue, and now they're down good. So, and I didn't have gesso in that part of my paper either, so I was very surprised they wouldn't stick that great. So I'm going to get that stuck down. And once I get those all stuck down, what I did after that kind of got cut off. So, but I did take some, oh, actually next part I'm going to use some washi tape after I get this stuck down. But part of what did get cut off on my video at the end is I took some, I wanted some splatters, so you'll see me do some with some, like a pink color, and that's a Lindy Stamp Gang mist, but then I also decided I wanted some gold color shine, so I added some gold color shine, and then I added journaling, and I added some gold, big gold like flower sequins that were also in my kit, and you'll see them in the close-ups at the end, but it did get cut off. But right here I'm putting the washi tape on, and I purchased that on my own, but that was from the Rise and Shine collection, and I just ripped little pieces of it, and it's really great because, you know, you can get a decent amount of washi, but not like a full row of or a full thing of a whole pattern that will take you forever to use, unless you use tons of washi, but I always forget about it. I don't know why, so I like these little like washi books that they're doing now with collections. So I just used some pink and some orange. It was kind of the theme with this layout, a lot of pink and orange. And get those stuck down. And of course a little more adhesive because it's not sticking, and I'll go back later when this is all said and done and glue it some more too. But I'm going to add those the pink splatters, and like I said, I'll go back and add the gold and some other sequins and my journaling. You'll see it in the close-ups after the video, and I'm sorry it got cut off, but I really appreciate you joining me to watch these videos, and would love it if you give me a thumbs up, and hope to be back soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.